Again, wanted to spend a few minutes and talk about one of our new senators here in Arizona. Yeah, and that's Senator Jeffrey Flake. Now, as some of you may have known, or if you haven't, you can still go Google it. You can look it up on YouTube. I guess about a year ago, I was at a Red Mountain Tea Party with Tom Valentine. Tom's an author and written a couple of books. One of them is titled Oh Really O'Reilly, which I thought was a very, very unique kind of name for a book. But anyway, so we're there, and I got my little camera, you know, and I got it sort of hidden down because I didn't know if you could have them or not, and I didn't want to cause any trouble. And the guest speaker was, guess who? Congressman. Yeah, Congressman Jeffrey Flake. He was the guest speaker. So anyway, Tom Valentine stood up, and you can see because I'm sort of down low and I'm aiming the camera. I don't know if I got him, you know what I mean? But I'm just hoping. Looks like I did a good job because it had 32,000 views. Anyway, so what happens is Valentine asks a simple question. So he says, hey, Congressman Flake, let's assume you get to become senator. Are you going to honor your oath of office, and are you going to question Obama's eligibility? And he rattled off some crap, and the bottom line is he said, no, he thinks that Obama was duly elected by the American people, and he's legitimate, you know what I mean? Anyway, now, as most people know, Arizona is pretty gun-free. You know, most people have CCWs, and even now, you don't have to have anything to carry concealed. You just have to not be a felon. So there's a lot of firepower here in Arizona. And Jeff, you know, he sort of got a lot of votes campaigning that he's for our Second Amendment rights. But guess what? Jeff's doing the typical Congress flip-flop. Yeah! Now he thinks it's perfectly fine for Obama to go ahead and do what he's got to do in background checks. Hey, Jeff, why don't you ask Obama to show us how that's done? You know what I mean? Let's take Obama through the process. See what comes out the other end, you know? I mean, come on, he's the prez. He's got to be like a shiny star in the sky when it comes to being clean and free and eligible, huh? Why don't you ask him to show us how it's done? Let's do a background check on Obama the same way as you think it's okay for them, you know, the government, to do a background check on us. Huh? That's not asking a lot, Jeff. Huh? Yeah. See? And you know who else should ask that question? Johnny McCain. He should ask that question because Johnny is convinced that Obama's done nothing that's impeachable. No, nothing. And he also thinks that Obama was duly elected by the American people. Do you think that his cheese has slipped off his cracker? I do. What a joke. Flake has a perfect last name. Yeah, and you know where Flake was born? You can Google this. Go to Wikipedia. I did it too. I did a story on Flake. He's one of those typical guys that never had a job. You know, he went right into the public trough. But anyway, the thing too that amazes me about Flake is the guy's a Mormon. Mormons are not supposed to be liars. You know what I mean? But hey, what's that tell you? What's that tell you? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. He's going to ride it out for this next, 5+ years, make lots of dinero, become part of the multi-millionaire club. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Going to pass all kinds of legislation. Yeah. Problem is, I don't think there's going to be a Congress much longer. I don't think there'll be much of anything much longer. Obama is going to do his thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like they're doing over in Syria. Same thing's going to happen here. You think not? Then you tell me what a beauty queen, you know, Janet Neapolitano, has to have close to 2 billion rounds of ammunition. Most of it hollow point.